Sometimes I try a product and I say, where has this been all my life? I wish I'd tried it sooner. It's just so helpful and I just fall in love with it. So today I want to share with you products that I wish I had tried so much sooner. Let's start with the least expensive product and one that is so helpful I wish I had. I have bought white lipstick before, but Wet n Wild came out with these multi-sticks a few months ago and I wish I had picked it up sooner because I've been using it on my lips to create so many different shades. I've taken, lipsticks that I like that I'm sort of tired of wearing the shade and mixed this with it and made a whole new shade. Also, it makes your lips look fuller if you do white in the center of the lips. Now, I always blend it out with a lip brush. This makes it look very cohesive and smooth, but I have found that this is so helpful and so affordable. I held off on trying the Benefit lip tints because of the cost. Some of the things I'm talking about today, the main reason I held off buying it was the expense. But with the job that I have as a teacher, I rarely have time to look in the mirror. I'm lucky if I have time to run to the bathroom. So many times I'll look and my lipstick has worn off. So I went ahead and purchased the Love Tint because I thought maybe this is what I need to last a whole day. And boy, does it last. It is worth it to me because I can put it on. It looks very fresh and healthy. My lips have a beautiful shade with this. I love the coloring of it. It's so lightweight. I don't feel it on my lips. If my lips do feel a little dry like they do in the winter, I just take a lip balm and go on top of this. I often use this as a base for other lipstick. That's something I hadn't really thought about. Initially, I thought of just buying it just for the impact of this itself. But this works great underneath other lipsticks to give them more holding power. And then as the lipstick wears off, I still have coloring. So this is something I wish I had bought so much sooner. I was reading some reviews about this brand, Florence. It's really marketed at a very younger market. When you look at it in Ulta, the ads show girls maybe in their late teens, early 20s. So I really didn't consider it much for myself until I read the reviews and they said what a great product it was. So I started off with one lip liner and it just glided across my lips, was so beautiful that I went back and bought a second shade. Also, their blush. I love cream blush. I think it looks so healthy on the skin. Now, the packaging is plastic, like most drugstore packaging, but this is around a drugstore price. I believe the lip liners run $10, and the cream blush is not much more than that. So these really are just slightly above drugstore price. But I love them. It's fun to have different shades to work with, and I think both of these were a home run. I have a brush that I wish came into my life sooner. This brush is incredible. It's from Real Techniques. It's number 241. Now, Huda of Huda Beauty had talked about a concealer brush that's almost been impossible to get. I have it on order from Amazon. I'll be sharing that with you after I try it out, but it's not going to be here for maybe another week or so. But I bought this foundation brush and it's so incredible. It's cut at a very different angle. The brush hair is very short here and gradually comes to a point with longer brush hairs. This gets under my eyes great. I've been using this to really blend my concealer, blend the primer that I put on my lids. I just can't believe it. It really is fantastic. It's so affordable. Now, these brushes have been out for a while because I looked through my collection and I did have a couple of other from this line with the same handles. So somehow I missed this one and I wish I hadn't because it's absolutely amazing. I've talked a lot about cushion foundations. I've shown DIYs where I put my own foundation into a cushion, but for a very long time on Amazon, I have been looking at this one, Age 20s. Now, the name itself sort of put me off because I thought maybe this is for a younger person, but I've had such success with cushion foundation and I wanted to try the formula. This comes with not only the cushion product that is inside here, but a refill. So it was a little on the pricier side, but I thought you're really getting like 2 containers full. So I went to try it. It's fantastic. This has the texture of water. When you run your fingers over it, it feels like you're just rubbing your fingers in water, not in a foundation. This to me reminds me of the new L'Oreal Tinted Balm. Now the only drawback of this that I see is it only comes in lighter shades, unfortunately, because the formula is great, it's buildable, it's not heavy on the skin. The other thing that I liked was when I washed my face at night after wearing this all day, my skin looked great because it does have skincare ingredients in it. So I'm really impressed with this. I love it. I'm so glad I finally tried it. Like I said, I've looked at it for months and months and just didn't know if it was going to work for me, but it really did. Thanks to you, I tried this product because so many of you love cool shades of eyeshadow, and I always thought they didn't look good on me. I have hazel eyes, and I always gravitated towards warm shadows, except for plums. I did wear plums a lot. Well, because of everything you said, I wanted to try this one, the Naked 2 Mini. I can't thank you enough. I've fallen in love with cool shadows. I actually think now I like them better than warm. But it's so nice to have a go-to palette. I've used this quite a bit for school. It's so easy to work with. You can create very soft looks by just using these lighter 3 shades here. If I want a little more drama, I use the others. Today I've combined really these 3 shades here. I didn't use any of the light ones on my eyes, and this is what I'm wearing today. But you can blend it out and it looks so soft and beautiful. I'm just so impressed with these. Now back at Christmas time, I had bought the Naked 3 Mini. I've always loved the Naked palette, the Naked 3 I have. My daughter bought that for me years ago. Now this has some sparkle in it. This is a beautiful palette if I were going out at night and wanted to jazz up my eye look a little bit, but both of these are just so easy to work with. I sort of am not gravitating towards larger palettes anymore. I like something that's just already sort of put together like a capsule wardrobe, but for my eyes. And I have found that I have used these so much more than I ever thought I would, and I absolutely love them. Brows are so tricky. I have tried many, many brow palettes and pencils and gel. I've pretty much tried everything. And one brand that I sort of stayed away from, I believe I tried the brow gel at one time a few years ago, is Anastasia brows. They have such a great reputation, but of course the price is more. Well, recently my daughter bought this, the little brow powder, and her brows looked fantastic. And she said usually she has to work so hard at her brows to make them look the way she wants. What I have learned from my experience and from my daughters of us trying different brow products is that it's nice in these lines because they offer so many different shades. I have found that this one here, this is actually medium brown, worked beautifully for me. I used mostly the lighter shade and a little bit of the dark on the end, but they have a lot to choose from. So if you're struggling like I was with really getting a shade that works for your brows, then Anastasia does have a lot to choose from. But this is a brow powder that I wish I'd tried a long time ago because I really think it works fantastic. For a long time, I've only used moisturizer on the skin of my body. Of course, I've used all kinds of products for tightening and firming my face, but not on my arms. So many dermatologists I heard recommend this from Versed. I've talked about it. I'm on the end of my tube here and I'm reordering it. So I wanted to talk about my experience so far using a retinol instead of just a moisturizer on my body. I've noticed my arms do look smoother, they're tighter. So I'm really excited that I finally took the plunge and bought something with retinol in it for my body and not just my face. Another product that the price kept me from trying it was this one from Roche-Posay. This is their Tinted Sunscreen. It's a pretty small bottle. There's not a lot of product, but I have heard many people rave about it. And I thought, I really need that in my life for summer. Many days it's so hot, I really don't feel like wearing foundation. I'm just hanging out around the house, going outdoors to maybe water plants and do things like that. So I want a sunscreen that will look nice. And this is beautiful. It does wear beautifully under makeup, so if I were going to an event that were outdoors, I would definitely put this on under my foundation. I use this like a primer and a moisturizer. So when I wear this, I don't put any moisturizer on, any kind of primer, just this. And then if I want to put a foundation on, I do. If I'm just hanging out at the house, I'll put this on and then put a powder on top of it. and that's it. I'm good to go. But this looks beautiful on my skin. I like the tint of this. Many of these types of products are very orangey. This one is very neutral. That's what really sold me on it. Also, I have very sensitive skin. I can't just use anything on my skin. So this one did not break me out, did not give me any kind of rash. That's a big thing for me. I know many of you don't have those sensitivities, so you can put those kind of products on it and be fine, but I can't. And a rash will last for days. So to me, I would rather spend a little more and have my skin stay healthy. Let's talk about hair for a minute. Recently in my live stream, I shared that I've been using the Vegamour Grow Hair Serum for about 7 weeks now. Now, my stylist looked at my hair after the 7 weeks and she couldn't believe the growth that I had and all the new hair. I know many of you aren't looking for length, you're looking for thickness, and that's really what I'm looking for. I wouldn't mind the length if it looked good, if it looked thick, but I don't want long, fine hair. I've been using this every night. It has a little dropper bottle and the product is as thin as water. It does not do anything to change the feeling of your hair. So your hair will not get greasy at all. My hair gets greasy very easily. It has had no reaction in that way. It's like putting water on your scalp. And I just go through the scalp like this and then massage it in. And I've been doing that every night for the past 7 weeks. And some of the growth on my hair was like this long. And my stylist could tell it was new hair because it was fully gray. It had no color on it. So we took pictures. I'll be sharing some with you a couple of months from now. I want to do sort of a journey of what's happened with my hair over a period of time. But I'm thrilled with it, so thrilled that I bought the shampoo and conditioner. And I can tell you immediately I love this because of the scent. Now, if you want fragrance free, you're not going to like this. This does have a scent and I can't quite place it, almost like sweet tarts. I'm going to have to figure it out, but I've used something before in my life that this reminds me of, and it's just absolutely beautiful. My hair felt great after washing it. It looked fantastic. I wanted to try the whole line, so I purchased this, not the entire line, but the shampoo and then the vitamins. So I'm on 3 of the products right now. I started out with this alone because I wanted to see with just the serum what it would do. Now I've added the shampoo, conditioner, and the gummies that they have. The gummies taste fantastic. They taste like a strawberry gummy bear. I only take 1 a day. That's something I like about them. Before the hair vitamins I was taking, I wasn't noticing amazing results from them, and I had to take 2 of those a day, and then I was taking a gummy multiple vitamin. Well, I've eliminated all of those. I'm only taking the 1 vitamin, the 1 hair vitamin, because it did have some other things in it that were in my multivitamin, and I didn't want to get too much. So I'm taking the 1 vitamin, so I will give you an update. But these are products I wish I had tried sooner, especially the serum, because I am getting great results. I'm seeing my hairline just under here, all kinds of growth that wasn't here before. This hair didn't exist in the past, and I'm seeing some up in here, and it's all over. My stylist was taking pictures in the back, in the crown of my hair, which is where I'm also looking to have more fullness there, and I was getting growth all over. So it's not just in the front, I'm seeing improvement everywhere. So I really wish I'd tried it sooner. This is also a more expensive product, which is why I didn't try it, but my daughter had been using it and she kept coming up to me going, feel my hair, feel how soft it feels. This is from Kerastase. Now this is a really unique product they have. It is a hybrid of a heat protectant and also helps to keep flyaways and build your hair so it's not going to break. So it's to stop breaking and stop heat damage. Now you can put this in on wet hair. That's what I did when I washed my hair last. I put it on my wet hair. But you can also do a refresh and just put it in like you would a hair oil. So I want to show you how this looks. It comes out almost a serum and then a cream, and you mix this up. Now this isn't meant to put on the scalp. It's meant to put like mid-hair down, but I'm just going to pat the top of my hair. I sort of wanted you to see the difference before and after, but I love this. It seems to just keep the hair nice. When I use it, I notice that it keeps it nice until the next wash. So I've been using this for a couple of weeks now, and I just really am impressed. It does have a scent to it, but the scent is beautiful in my opinion. I love it. As a matter of fact, my husband will say, "Why does your hair smell so good? What did you put in it?" So I really love this. I want to keep my hair, especially the ends, in good shape because I have color treated hair. I have gray hair that's very wiry and dry. And so the hair can easily not look great if I don't take really good care of it. I found this is a product I love and I will definitely repurchase. Another product that's so inexpensive I wish I had tried sooner is this dry shampoo from OSIS. I heard about this a long time ago and just never tried it. And when I was with my stylist getting my hair done, she had told me about one from Redken that she uses on all her brides. So I bought that. It was pretty pricey. It was fantastic, but I wondered how this would measure up. This is just as great, if not greater. It gives me volume. My scalp doesn't itch. I also have a very sensitive scalp. Some of the dry shampoo I've tried has actually given me a bit of a rash or an itchy scalp, so I have to be really careful. This is just a very easy to use powder. What I do is put it like this, and then I sort of stamp my fingers in it and just run my fingertips into the scalp and around my head, and I instantly get volume with this. If I want to sort of reinvigorate it, I will just take my hands and go back into my scalp like this, and it'll just sort of perk my hair back up. Also, I can go so many more days without washing my hair. I can go even up to a week when I use this. It never makes me feel like I need to wash my hair either. Many of these dry shampoos have made my hair feel dirty. This doesn't make my hair feel dirty. It gives me volume and it's so affordable. Lip primer can do a lot for your lips. There are so many fantastic Ulta Beauty line products. I wish I had tried this one sooner. This is their lip primer. I think it works about as well as the MAC lip primer. I talked about that recently. I really like the shape of this one, and it just makes your lips very smooth. Now, this is not going to block out the color of your lips like the Gabriel I've talked about, but it gives a nice smooth base. It makes your lip liners just glide on. So if you have a lip pencil, I know many of my NYX pencils, some of them are a little difficult to draw on the skin. They're just not as emollient as others. So I like to put this lip primer on first, then fill in with the pencil. It works great. It keeps your lipstick from feathering. That's one of the main reasons I like to use it. I find now I have a few more lip lines. My lipstick tends to feather a little bit. So I will go around the edge of the lips with this, and it keeps everything in place. What do you wish you had tried sooner? A product that you've come to love or found so helpful? Let us know in the comments. Maybe it's something I haven't tried that I can try out and share with others. Now, in the first comment, the first pinned comment, you'll see the winner of last week's giveaway. They won a travel mirror. I'm also going to be giving one away this week. I love these because it lights up. I've just talked on and on about it. So if you're interested, just leave me a comment below. I'd love it if you would subscribe to the channel. And if you found this video helpful, give it a thumbs up. Also, don't forget about my live streams on Wednesdays at 6. We talk about all kinds of topics that are relevant to women over 50. I hope to see you there and have a blessed and beautiful week. I'll see you soon.